Good evening, 4-3. Tonight we're going to start with a lesson 11. Use place value understanding to fluently add multi-digit whole numbers using the standard algorithm and apply algorithm to solve word problems using tape diagrams. So when we hear that word algorithm, it is a procedure or a formula for help solving a problem. So are you going to use, what type of method are you going to use to help solve a problem that you're unsure about, like problem solving, a word problem? So we need to think of what algorithm would we use to help solve a problem. One thing that we could use, a really special tool, is called a tape diagram. And a tape diagram shows a part to a whole. And we also could use it as a comparison. So look over here. If we see 6, this is a tape diagram because it looks like a piece of tape. This section is 6. How many more do we need to add to this 6 to get to 10? And then we have a comparison over here. And this is, we have 6 here. How many more do we have here in order to get to 10? This is how we would use a tape diagram. We'd use tape diagrams to help us solve word problems. It's a little picture that we can create to help solve it. Part, whole, model, addition, and subtraction. There's another part of a way of showing addition and subtraction using a tape diagram. Another tape diagram, here's 50 pages. How many more pages do we need in order to equal 50 pages? Each one of these pieces of the tape diagram is 10. 10, 20, 30, 40. So we need 40 more pages. So we're going to use the place value chart to help model this addition problem. It's just a regular standard algorithm, just a regular way of solving this addition problem. And we're going to start with the 8. The 8 is in the hundred thousands. And how many do we have there? We have 8. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 2 in the 10,000s. 1, 2. We have 7. We have 7 in the thousands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 9 in the hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We do not have any 10s, but we do have 9 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, that's modeling the 827,909. Let's model the 42,989 now. So we are starting not in the hundreds, we're starting in the tens. So let's put it down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 2 in the thousands. 1, 2. We have 9 in the hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 8 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we have 9 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So using this place value chart, this is not standard algorithm. This is just making sense of what the standard algorithm would look like. All right, so now let's try to use the place value chart to help us lead to our standard algorithm. And we're going to focus on the ones first. And in the ones, we have 10 frames. We have 5 here and a 5 here. So that means we have a total of 10. So now we can regroup and we can add a 10, 1 10 here. That means we are left with 8. So now if we go back to our standard algorithm, we go to the ones place. 9 plus 9 is 18. And we regroup with the 1 into the tens.
All right, so
if you noticed, this place value chart, there's a connection between the two. So now if we go to the tens, we have 1 10 plus 8 tens would give us 9 tens. So there's no regrouping here. So if we go back to our standard algorithm, we go to the tens place, 1 plus 8 would give us 9, just like down here in our place value chart. So if we go now into the hundredths, we will see in our 10 frames, we've got 10 hundredths. So now we can bring that over into the thousand, because that would give us 1,000, which would leave us an 8. So if we go up to our standard algorithm, 9 plus 9, 18, put the 8 and carry the 1, we're regrouping, putting the 1 into the thousands now. So now let's move over to the thousands place. And if we count here, we have 1,000, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can take all of these 10,000s and now move it to make it 1 10,000s. So now we're left in the thousands place with a 0. All right, so now let's go to our standard algorithm. 1 plus 7 is 8 plus 2 is 10. Put the 0 and you carry the 1. Regroup the 1 into the 10,000s place. So now if we go into the 10,000s, we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 10,000s. And if we go to our standard algorithm, we have 2 plus 4 plus the 1 gives us 7. And no regrouping is necessary in the 10,000s place. And lastly, we're now in the 100,000s. And we just have what these left over. We just have 8. So now we can go back to our standard algorithm. 8 plus 0 is 8. So our answer is 870,898. All right, well, without the interruption of using the place value chart, let's actually do the standard algorithm way without the interruptions. So 827,909 plus 42,989. So we're going to start our way in the ones and work ourselves over. 9 plus 9 in the ones column is 18. Put the 8 down, carry the 1. 1 plus 8 is 9. No regrouping now into the hundredths. 9 plus 9 is 18. We need to regroup. Bring over your 1 to the thousands. 1 plus 7 is 8. Plus 2 is 10. Need to bring over our 1 into the 10,000s. 2 plus 4 is 6. Plus 1 is 7. And 8 plus 0 is 8. 870,898. All right, our next problem is going to be a word problem. In this one, we are going to focus on the tape diagram. And we need to be looking at the word problem at the zoo. Brooke learned that one of the rhinos weighs 4,897 pounds. One of the giraffes weighs 2,667 pounds. One of the African elephants weighs 12,456 pounds. And one of the Komodo dragon weighs 123 pounds. The question that we need to focus on is what is the combined weight of the African elephant and the giraffe? Well, the African elephant weighs 12,456 pounds, and the giraffe weighs 2,667 pounds. To make a tape diagram that represents this problem is that we're going to actually have it make it look like a tape, like I showed you earlier. So here is one piece of our tape, and here's another piece. And we're going to say this piece represents the African elephant, which is 12,456. And this piece is going to represent the giraffe, which is 2,667. And then all of this together is going to equal the combined weight. This is an example of a tape diagram that will help us solve this problem. You could also write E for elephant and G for giraffe, so you can label your parts of your tape diagram. Now here's another way of doing it. This is something that they do in Singapore. You have an E for elephant and a G for giraffe, and next to the elephant you're going to have a tape, and that one is going to equal to 12,456, and the giraffe is going to be a little bit smaller, and this one is going to be 2,667. And then we make a little bracket to say all these two tapes, the combined weight is equal to this, and that's what we need to find. These two ways of making your tape diagram are both acceptable. I showed you this one. This is the one from Singapore, and they're showing this as a comparison, which I showed you earlier. And then here's just your regular tape diagram method, but either one is acceptable. The point of these tape diagrams is just to help you visualize these word problems. Create a picture to help you get to your answer quicker. All right, now if we're combining weight, we know we're going to be adding. So 12,456 plus 2,667. Okay, we start with the 1. 6 plus 7 is 13. Put your 3, carry your 1. 1 plus 5 is 6, plus another 6 is 12. We need to regroup, carry your 1. 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 6 is 11. Carry over your 1. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 2 is 5. And then 1 plus nothing is just 1. So it's the combined weight of the African elephant and the giraffe. And we can put the total up on the top, 15,123. Okay, using the same word problem, we have a different question though with that same word problem. What is the combined weight of the African elephant, the rhino, and the giraffe? So now we have 3. And what we're going to do is we are going to create that tape diagram to help model this word problem, help create a picture in our mind to help us solve it. So we're going to make our tape diagram of 1, that stands for the elephant. Next one stands for the rhino. And the next piece of tape is going to stand for the giraffe. And underneath it, we have the African elephant, who weighs 12,456. The rhino weighs 4,897. And the giraffe weighs 2,667. And all of this combined weight is going to give us what? We have to solve for the unknown there. If we added up all of these weights, we could figure out the combined weight of all 3 animals. The other way of doing this is we can put E for elephant, R for rhino, and G for giraffe. And we can actually, the elephant, we can make this one a little bit bigger. The rhino is going to be a little bit smaller, and the giraffe a little bit smaller. And each one of these, 12,456, 4,897, 2,667, all of this is going to give us a combined weight, and we need to solve for that. So these are 2 different ways of making tape diagrams. All right, to add these up, we want to make sure our columns are perfectly straight, and we are lining up our numbers very well, because now we're adding a 3rd number to this, so it gets a little bit more tricky. So 6 plus 7 is 13, plus 7 is 20, put the 2, carry over the 2. 2 plus 5 is 7, plus 9 is 16. 16 plus 6 is 12, carry the 2. 2 plus 4 is 6, plus 8 is 14, plus 6 is 20, carry your 2. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 4 is 8, plus 2 is 10, carry the 1. 1 plus 1, 2. So the combined weight of all of these animals is 20,020 pounds. 20,020 pounds. All right, guys, now you give it a try. See how well we can work on those tape diagrams. I really need you to practice that concept. Okay, your first problem tonight, 7,909 plus 1,044. And use the standard algorithm to help you. If you want, you can make your place value chart with the place value discs, just like I used to model in the beginning of this video. Give it a try. Your next problem, 289,999 plus 91,849, and use the standard algorithm to help you. Also, if you want to use the place value chart with the place value discs to model this problem, that would be great also. Using the same word problem that we used the past 2 times in this video, we're going to use it again, but this time we're going to ask for the combined weight of the Zeus Komodo dragon and the rhino. And you need to create a tape diagram to help you model and solve this problem. You have to do that. That's what the whole point of this lesson was tonight. Excellent job tonight, guys. I can't wait to see your tape diagrams and work more on this tomorrow with you. Have a wonderful night.